What is happening to Shimron Hetmyer? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm as frustrated and confused as all of us in this wonderful community. Hello, everyone. This is the Cricket Forum, your place for the latest news, views, rumors, and gossips in the world of cricket. Please slash a like on the video, share, and click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. I was watching Trinidad and Tobago Red Force playing the Guyana Harper Eagles in a West Indies Super 50 limited over List A cricket match this morning. When I tune in, Guyana were 77 for 6, and I went through and I realized that Hetmyer's name was not in the Guyana Harper Eagle team. I start making some inquiries, trying to find out why he was not in the team. And no one seems to can give me any answer. I even call a high-ranking member of the West Indies Players Association. And the response that person gave me cannot be said in this forum. I will not say those things on this forum. I respect my community. Now I ask the question, was Hetmyer dropped? Was he dropped because of his poor run of form? On the screen there, you see against the Windward's Volcanoes, he made 12 and 37. Against the combined campuses and colleges, he made 9. And in the first match against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, he made 11. So I asked, was he dropped? I got no answer. No one seemed to know if he was dropped. I saw Alain putting in the chat that he was dropped. Well, I don't know. If you know, can you confirm that Hetmyer was dropped? Now, the next question, is he injured? Is he carrying an injury? Is he carrying an injury? That's why he missed this match. So, was he dropped? We don't know. Is he carrying an injury? We don't know. Was Guyana Happy Eagle resting him? Because resting and rotating, those words comes into cricket now, and is a tournament where you're only playing 6 matches and they are all one-day matches. So why should he be rested? But was he rested by the Guyana Happy Eagle? Or is that just another way to say he was dropped? Or Hetmyer himself decided that he's going to take a rest? Was it another case of Hetmyer doing Hetmyer's thing, where he decided that he's going to take a rest, he's not going to play today? Now, that seems to be the most popular answer that I'm getting when I called around trying to find out the reason why Hetmyer was not in the team today. Now, Hetmyer is a good cricketer. He has good talent. And I really have a lot of time for Hetmyer. And I always hope that he will put in the work that match the talent. Because when talent and work meet, you will get a great player. He's a former captain of that under-19 team that won the World Cup. And a lot of us have been looking forward to see Hetmyer leading the West Indies team and contributing with the bat. Now, Hetmyer is from a place named Berbice, East Berbice in Guyana, touching on the Suriname border. And I noticed that when I was in Guyana for the CPL, there were a number of billboards in Guyana with Hetmyer on it. What struck me about those billboards, though, is that on those billboards, Hetmyer appears to be a right-handed batsman. And I was wondering, there were rumors. There are rumors in Guyana, believe it or not, there are rumors in Guyana that because Hetmyer is a country boy, he doesn't get the support that someone like from Georgetown would receive. That's a rumor that is in Guyana. How true or how credible are these rumors? I don't know. But Hetmyer needs help. He needs help, but is he prepared to avail himself to that help? Because he really needs help. There are some management skills that need to be put in place to assist Hetmyer. But as I said, will he avail himself? Will he accept that he needs help? Or are those who are around him right now, because this is the situation that we're getting, those who are around Hetmyer, his team, whether that team may be his wife or other independent persons, that those persons who are around him, are you telling me that they don't realize that Hetmyer is treading a dangerous path when it comes to his career? Hetmyer is playing less cricket more than how he's playing. He's missing so much cricket for one reason or after the other. And are you going to tell me that those persons around him don't recognize that this is frustrating the Caribbean, and more than half of the Caribbean does not agree with Hetmyer behavior, does not agree with the number of games he's missing? Don't they realize that he needs help? Or is it that they do not want him to get that help? Because when he gets that help, or should he get that help, Hetmyer will realize and become more appreciative of who he is. And that power that those around him have over him, that power will evaporate. So is it that those persons around him don't want him to get the help because they know if he gets the help, the power that they now wield over the young man, that power will be no more? Let us please, what can we do to help Hetmyer? Hetmyer is a good talent. And if Hetmyer gets serious, if Hetmyer avail himself to professional help, that talent can become a great talent. And West Indies cricket will benefit from it. I am very disappointed that I'm watching the Guyana Harpy Eagles playing the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force in a CG Super 50 limited over match. And Hetmyer is not in the Guyanese team. These scores are outrageously low, but there's no way the Guyana Harpy Eagles should be dropping Hetmyer. So I do not think they drop him. There are no information that he is injured. So I believe, I would love to conclude that Hetmyer is taking a rest by himself. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video, share. Just before I go, I just want to touch on the Pakistan versus New Zealand semifinals this morning in the World Cup. Now, by now, all of you would have known that Pakistan won that match comfortably by 7 wickets with 5 deliveries to spare, chasing down 153, relatively comfortable. I think if there were more runs, they would have pressed the gas a little earlier. But I look back at that match. Conway, who opens for New Zealand, make 21 from 20 deliveries. Kane Williamson, who bats at number 3, made 46 from 42 deliveries. So number 2 and number 3 each up 62 deliveries and only contributed 67 runs. Tell me now, wasn't it that where New Zealand failed to post a competitive total? I'm not saying that they would have won the match. I'm not saying they would have won the match. I'm not saying that. But when between your number 2 and your number 3, they are facing more than half the number of deliveries in a T20 match, 62 out of the 120, and making only 67 runs. You're really putting your team on the back foot. But I think Pakistan is going to win this World Cup. There's so much about this World Cup and the Pakistan story that compared to 1992 when they beat England in the finals in Australia. It was the same way that South Africa have an easy match to win, and they did not win it, and Pakistan reached the semifinals. There are many similarities. Read up on that 92 match and look at the number of similarities between the 92 Pakistan team winning that ODI World Cup and this Pakistani team. There are so many similarities. So it tends to believe that although I would love to see India win the second semifinals, and a number of us in this chat would love to see India win the second semifinals because of the post. Remember, there was a poll that was done in this community, and most of you wanted a New Zealand-India finals. So therefore, I assume most of you want India to beat England. But I would bet on England. Although I want India to win, I confess, but I would bet on England because I just think this tournament is following the 1992 World Cup in Australia where Pakistan beat England in the finals. Mark you, if India should win that semi-final against England, Melbourne Oval will not be able to hold the crowd. I heard someone mentioning that they're going to need some hair seat. If it is a Pakistan-England final, I heard someone mentioning that they were probably going to need a hair seat. Yes, Bruce, I think that they were 20 runs short. And that's what I'm saying, that if Kane Williamson and Devon Conway eat up 62 deliveries for only 67 runs, that's where the 20 runs short, because for 62 deliveries, they should really be scoring at least 80 runs off those 62 deliveries. And I think that's where they lost the momentum and more pressure came on the batsman. Very good point, Bruce. But back to the point that if India should beat England, although I don't think it is going to happen, I just think that this is following the 1992 World Cup. But if India beat England tomorrow morning, Melbourne Oval can't hold. Airline tickets is going to go through the roof. Hotel tickets in Melbourne, Australia is going to go, hotel bookings, hotel rooms. The price for hotel rooms in Melbourne, Australia is going to go through the roof. Because I remember at the CPL, the prices at the hotel rooms in Guyana went through the roof. We pay almost 50% more than we would have paid for a room under normal circumstances. So can you imagine the World Cup finals between India and Pakistan? Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video, share and subscribe. And if you are close to Hetmyer or know anyone who knows him, let us see if we can try and help him. He really needs help. I think Hetmyer, and this is my opinion, and I'm not against anybody, but I think Hetmyer needs some help and he needs to avail himself to that help. Thank you for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video, share, and click on that subscribe button. Have a great afternoon, and may God bless you. Take care.